What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. It's your girl Jada, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I dyed my hair this beautiful red color. As y'all can see, it's not like a super vibrant fire red. It's like in between fire red and burgundy, I would say. It is from Kendra's boutique. I have no idea what inches I got. I'm gonna have to go back and look in one of my other videos. This is my third time having this hair installed. The first time I had it installed, I wore it black. The second time I had it red, but I had a Kendra's boutique closure in. The closure didn't hold up too well, so I had to order another one from another company. As y'all can see, the hair still looks super good. I've dyed it twice. It still has so much body. It's super soft. It doesn't really shed that much. I would definitely recommend this hair if you're looking for some good loose wave / body wave hair. I only had to process this hair one time for it to take the color. But since I wanted it super vibrant, I did dye it twice. But honestly, it's really not necessary. Y'all are gonna see everything that I did in the video. I did make this wig myself, you guys. This is my first wig I've ever successfully made and worn. I made U-part wigs in high school. I've tried to make wigs, but like they either just don't fit my head or the closure is not flat. It's always been something, but I feel like I finally did pretty good with this one. I made it for my birthday, so I really kind of just told myself, like, girl, you gotta get it. It's your birthday. If the wig is not right, you don't have any other option but to wear your real hair, and I really already knew I was not trying to do that. I ordered a wig head and everything. I don't know if I'm gonna start making my wigs from now on, because it did save a lot of money and I did like how it came out. I think that most beauticians use a 22-inch wig, or like when they measure my head, it's 22 inches. After I get my braids done and everything, I feel like my head is more of 23 inches. Yes, I have a super big head, so I ordered the 23-inch mannequin, and I feel like that really helped, because my closures on the wigs I get made professionally always stretch out right here within like a month or 2 months, and then the wig just completely goes to waste. That's another reason I kind of wanted to just try and do it myself. You guys can see more pictures of the hair colors on my Instagram and Twitter. My @ name is BeautyisGrace. The light is pretty good right now, so I'm pretty sure y'all can see it. So if you're interested in seeing how to get this beautiful red color in just like 2 or 3 steps, make sure you keep watching, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Alright, you guys, so first I'm just going to be showing you guys the products that I used. As you can see, I have 2 boxes of the red high color from L'Oreal and one of the magenta. So before we get started, I just wanted to explain something. So as you guys can see, the bundles that I have in this video are already red, and that is because, like I said before, I did have them installed before and I wore them red. The only difference between the process that I'm showing you guys in this video and the process that I did to get that color is that to get the color that you guys see in the video, I used the magenta box dye, whereas in this video, I'm going over it with the red box dye. So if you really want to, you don't have to do the process twice. The only good thing that I found about dyeing the hair twice is that the hair had more high and low lights. It wasn't all just one uniform color, which I feel like makes the hair look really, really cute. Hopefully I'm not confusing you guys, but simply put, all that I'm saying is to get the color that you guys are looking at right now on the screen, all you have to do is use the magenta box dye instead of the red box dye and do this exact same process. Now, if you want the color that I had in the intro to this video and that I have on the wig that I'm wearing now, then all you would need to do is dye the hair magenta first and then go back over it with the red box dye, which is what I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. As I said earlier, my closure didn't hold up very well, so I did have to order another one. And to dye the closure, I did use magenta. I only went over it once, so that's kind of going to give you guys an idea of how similar the red and the magenta color are. Alrighty, so now that that's out of the way, you're just going to need the typical dyeing supplies to do this. You're going to need a dyeing brush, a dyeing bowl, some aluminum foil. You're going to need a rat tail comb. Now, I am going to show you guys how to protect your lace when you're coloring your hair. And I've seen most people do this with Got2b glue, but I didn't have any Got2b glue. However, I did find that my roommate had some Gorilla Glue, so that worked pretty much exactly the same. Then you're also going to need some Got2b spray. You're going to need 40 volume developer. You're going to need your favorite conditioner shampoo. I really love this one. It's a knockoff of the Paul Mitchell Lavender Mint Moisturizing Shampoo and Conditioner, but I feel like it works really, really good and my hair always ends up being super soft. So I'm going to be dyeing the closure first, and here you just see me laying out the foil, which is what I'm going to be dyeing the closure on top of. So once you have the closure flat and positioned like you want it, all of the hairs out of the way, you're just going to squeeze a little bit of that Gorilla Glue onto a separate piece of foil. So once you have a small amount squirted out, you're basically just going to start dipping lightly into it and spreading a thin layer of that all over your closure. I'm not gonna lie, this process is pretty tedious and time consuming, but it is definitely worth it, you guys. This process basically just ensures that no matter where you end up deciding to part your hair, you won't have to worry about there being any dye or any color spots on the scalp area. So after you're done with that, your closure is going to look something like this. It's probably going to be a little bit sticky still. You're going to pull out your blow dryer and you're just going to make sure it gets really hard. Get rid of all that stickiness and all that tackiness because we do not want the hair sticking to it once we start dyeing the hair. When it's all dry, it'll look something like this. And then you're going to go back in with your Got To Be Glue spray. And you're basically going to do the same thing all over again. You're just going to lightly spray the closure. Make sure you get all the pieces. Then you're going to go back in with your blow dryer. Then we'll finally be ready to start dyeing the actual hair. I don't use exact measurements when I'm mixing the developer and the hair dye, but one thing that I have learned from doing this process a few times is that you do not want to make the mixture too thin. When you make the mixture too thin, it's harder for the hair to take the color, and that's when you find yourself having to go back in and do multiple processes. So I know it may be tempting to like want to thin the mixture out because you feel like you want to get the most for your money, but just to let you know, the thinner the mixture is, the more likely it is that you're going to have to go back and do multiple processes. So just try to leave it kind of thick like you can see in the video. It doesn't have to be super thick, but you know, you want it to be more thick than it is runny. Once you feel like your mixture is at a good consistency, you're just going to start at the ends of the hair and slowly work your way up through the hair. I feel like a lot of people try to be too perfect when they're dyeing their hair. And honestly, I feel like sometimes it's good not to make the dye like go exactly straight across or make the dye exactly symmetrical, if you get what I'm saying, because it kind of just gives your hair a little bit of, it kind of just gives your hair like a little bit of dimension. It's not all just exactly one color in the exact same spot on both sides all the way across. You know what I'm saying? So just have fun with it. Don't stress about it being perfect. Honestly, when I dye my hair, normally all of my bundles come out to be a different color. Now, I'm not saying, just don't care, like, care about how the hair looks, but like if one side you feel like is a little bit more saturated than the other, or one bundle comes out like a little bit lighter than the other, it's not the end of the world, and most of the time it kind of makes your hair look a little bit better, in my opinion. Alrighty, so this is another little trick that I do. Once I have the hair saturated on both sides of the bundles, the front and the back, I normally either take a rat tail comb or I just flip the dye brush. And you can see in the video, I kind of just part the hair a little bit. That way I can get the dye on all of the pieces that may have been missed.
What we do here is go back.
Since I wanted my hair dyed all the way up to the roots, here I am just carefully going in and parting tiny sections right by where the closure is and just carefully dyeing the hair. Since we did protect the lace, I wasn't worried too much about getting color on it, but obviously you still want to be careful. I should probably, not even probably, I should definitely be wearing gloves while I'm doing this, but they just get in the way. I cannot dye hair with gloves on, but I highly recommend wearing gloves because my hands were definitely stained. Whenever I bleach hair, my hands be burning for like a day. It's really just not okay. So wear gloves, people. Wear your gloves. Lastly, you're just going to wrap the hair completely in foil, making sure that it's all covered. And then I normally let mine sit for like 45 minutes. Alrighty, so we're just gonna do this exact same process on the bundles. The color that you guys are looking at now is what your hair will look like if you only use the magenta box dye. I repeat, only use the magenta. What I'm doing in this video is I'm going back in over the magenta with the red box dye. But once again, I'm following the exact same process as I did for the closure. It's just a little bit less tedious because you don't have to protect the lace or anything like that. You always want to make sure that you dye both sides of the hair. And then you're also going to see in the video, the first time that I wore this hair, I didn't dye it all the way to the root. I'm pretty sure that I had a dark root, but this time I wanted it to be completely red. So that's what you see me doing, just bringing the color up a little bit more. I repeat this process with the rest of the bundles and I let them sit for about 45 minutes. Then I just shampoo the dye out and then I condition the hair twice. I condition it one time just regular. I run it through and rinse it out. but then I condition it again and I leave the conditioner in just as long as possible. I try and do it overnight. That just kind of helps the hair get a little bit of its nourishment back since we are processing it a lot, and it gets super soft again. After all of that, your hair should come out looking something like this. I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video.